This base has been trolling my opponents in Legends League. Guys, I've been having some insane defensive days. Yesterday, I had 2 defenses. Now, we did give up 1 3-star, but look at that. We also have 3 1-stars in there for a minus 135 on the full day. The day before that, we had 3 more 1-stars on defense. This base has been giving my opponents problems. And a few days ago, 4 more 1-stars. Guys, let me show you this base. So this is an anti-2-star style base with double invisibility in the center. Of course, the link will be down there in the description, but this one is just really annoying. And in the clan castle, we're running an Electro Titan, Ice Golem, and 3 archers. This base was actually gave to me by a viewer on stream, so huge shout outs there. Let's get into some of the replays. So this is one of the defensive wins yesterday, and I thought this one was just funny because we run the Electro Titan in there to counter blizzards and super archer blimps, and that's exactly what happened here. So this player right here is going to come in with a super archer blimp into Electro Titans. Let's check this out. So the blimp's going to come in here, right? And it's going to pull out the Electro Titan, and watch what happens when that happens. So uses the Warden ability to get in there, and then once that Electro Titan comes out, it's going to come all the way across the face of these super archers, and the super archers just get obliterated because the Electro Titan just sits there and just roasts them with its ability. And then this player ends up just rage quitting from Oh man, you love to see it when you log in and get that defensive victory. The other defensive win from yesterday was a 49%, so it almost wasn't a defensive win, but this one just goes really sideways for this player. Sends the blimp in from that left-hand side, which is super baited for a blimp. Like, that's meant to make sure the blimp doesn't get there. And then he tries to clone the super archers inside the base, but the balloons are in there, so the balloons eat up all the clone spells, and then those invisibility towers go off, and it's an absolute problem. So obviously the super archers are going to get nothing out of this, and he's running kind of an Electro Titan smash into hogs. It's pretty interesting, really interesting composition on this army. But as you see here, it's just an absolute nuisance of a base. If you guys want to try it out, I definitely recommend it. I'm right around 5,600 trophies, and it's been doing well. Usually that's the problem spot where I start to run into issues with bases, but this one has been holding really, really strong. So definitely recommend checking it out. We're going to speed this one up here because we know that it's a 1-star already. Tries to send the hogs in for the town hall, but the scatter shots just do some work. The invisibility towers go off, so the RC goes around, and then he just tries to save the 1-star, which honestly just doesn't have enough to get there. Look at that poor minion. The poor minion trying its hardest, and it just barely gets the 49%, but it's another full defense with that 49%. We're getting victories against a lot of different attack strategies right here. This is Queen Charge Hybrid, which I'm currently using in Legends and loving it, but it is tough to Queen Charge these rings, especially with the double Invis Tower in there. It's just so hard to get through there, get that town hall down. So sending the queen in, and she almost goes to that inner layer, which could have probably been a good thing, could have been an issue for me. Then recalls the queen here. I didn't even realize there was a recall, to be honest. Throws her back over there because she kind of went the wrong way. King kind of goes the wrong way, and then he's going to full send the hybrid right up the middle of the base after some of the funneling is happening. Queen's on the outside, but again, those double Invis towers in the middle, guys, they're such a nuisance. Once they go off, it is a big problem. So the hogs are going to activate the Invis tower there, then everything's just going to blow right by the town hall, and this one is just another really good defense. Queen Charge Hybrid is tough against these double Invis towers, man. I'm using it, and I've had quite a bit of 1-stars because of a double Invis tower inside the middle of the base. Now, Rage Towers, Poison Towers, really good as well, but on these toxic anti-2 trolly bases, they work wonders. And just so you guys can get a feel of the full defense log, not like I'm like cherry picking certain replays or whatnot, this is my defense log, including today. This E-Drag attack actually did decent. The heroes tried to clutch up, but you see here, man, like 70% attacks. Those are those defenses we showed. Yesterday we had plenty of 1-stars, Lalos, hybrids, dragons. It doesn't really matter. Lots of super archer bombs failing on this base. Now we did get tripled by a super archer bomb into Electro Titan. Didn't take the bait, so that one worked out. But again, a lot of this one holds pretty well against the E-Drags. I don't know. It's really interesting. This army right here was a really fun one. The Yetis with super archers is like an old school army. But it worked out pretty nicely, holding E-Drags again. We got a super bowler smash in there, and then replays got wiped, so we can't take a look at this. I think the most 3-stars I gave up in a day was 2, but I think we also had like 2 or 3 1-stars at the same time to kind of counteract that. I think it was a 210 on the day on defense, which at 5600 is really good. I'm sure if you play Legends League, you know that's really good. And let's take a look at one of these lower Electro Dragon attacks, because it seems like Electro Dragons are back in Legends League and kind of just being really annoying. So let's just take a look at how this base does against Electro Dragons. Now, it's probably been troubled against Electro Dragons, but it does really well in there, just because the double invis makes those Electro Dragons just kind of go all over the place. But if they do get the right chains and the right rages, they could be really lethal in there, but most of the time it's pretty good. This player decides to go into both sweepers, which I thought was pretty interesting and probably leads to that low percent, but I mean, that's the ultimate decision. It looks like there's actually a blizzard in there. I didn't even realize that until just now. There's a little blizzard in there, so obviously the invisibility towers aren't going to let that blizzard get through there. Does get the town hall secured, but by the time that town hall is secured, everything's pretty much faded out, and it's going to be a nice low defense for us, mid 60s, and that's what this base does, guys. We'll take a look at one more fail, and then I'll show off a 3-star or 2 in there so you guys can see what it is weak against, because I don't know. I mean, if we're putting it out there, I want to see how it can be beat as well. But this base, man, it's annoying. So this player doesn't take the bait of the opposite corner. I mean, normally when you see the sweepers pointing this way, you know that there's some kind of bait over there, right? That's usually a pretty obvious thing. So sends in the blimp, sends in the balloons with the warden ability, and just gonna get everything working in there. But again, we got our Electro Titan on defense, and that's something you always have to be aware of, is that Electro Titan does a good job of managing the Electro Titan and pulling it out with the warden. And usually, like, if you can make the super wizards invisible fast enough, the Electro Titan's not going to take your troops out. So that's something to keep in mind whenever you see an Electro Titan come out of the clan castle. Just make your super archers invisible, and the Electro Titan will keep going. Maybe put an archer down towards the bottom or something, and you'll be fine. But unfortunately, there's so much in this core, the super archers never just target that town hall. So you got a problem with this core with the town hall. Not to mention an invis tower stays up, both scatters stay up. You got the double expo in there. It's dirty, guys. It's absolutely dirty. Let's go ahead and speed this one up a little bit. No need to harp on it and just pick on J2 here, but tries to Lalo right over the middle, which, I mean, realistically, that's what you got to do. Go in behind that sweeper and just try your best. Just doesn't get in there. It ends up being decent percent, but just nothing to get to the town hall. The town hall is out of range for the queen, so it's a nice little defense, a nice little 1-star for us, guys. And we'll finish up with this defensive replay of a 3-star on this base, which it was really interesting. I was a little bit surprised that this one tripled, but it does get in there. So Ryoker's coming in with the Electro Titan Smash with super archers, which we've seen fail on this base plenty of times. I mean, we have the defensive replays to prove it, but he does something a little bit different here. Sends in all of the troops initially, sending in all the Electro Titans, sending in the full army with the blimp flying over, so that the super archer blimp can kind of work in unison with all those troops working towards the middle. Also, those troops will be able to take out the Electro Titan coming out of the clan castle, which is gonna be really nice. Goes ahead, throws out of the invis, double clone, invis, rage to go ahead and get those super archers cloned up and working through here. And this is why I thought this was kind of surprising that it tripled, because watch the super archers, they do a really good job. They get really nice value. They're gonna gut this base out, but they actually don't get the town hall here, and that's why I thought it tripled. I thought the super archers were actually able to get the town hall, but they don't, guys. They get 8 up here, and the town hall stays. But more importantly, they do get both of those invisibility towers, and I think that's what made this one kind of work out. Getting those invisibility towers up so they're not regenerating, and dropping another invis spell in there. We're going to send in the royal champion in a timely manner towards the town hall. That way the town hall is not healing up too much, and also those scatters and stuff are distracted. So town hall falls through here, and then really just a strong push through the backside with the heroes to finish this one off. So a little bit of a sketchy attack, but it triples. I mean, this is one where if you get this triple, it's like it's a 1-star where it's triple, but it feels really good when you get that 3-star. It's a closer one. I mean, it's not like it was like overkill, and a lot of the 3-stars on this one have been like this, where it's just really close. I mean, we got the single up, we got stuff in there to just work it over, but the troops end up pushing through there and finishing the base off. So like I said, guys, link will be down there in the description. Try this base out, run an Electro Titan Ice Golem on defense, and good luck to you. Happy pushing. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.